back for episode 2 of our match prep series. So great to have you guys with us, and I really do hope that this series that we're going to run is something that will help a lot of you out there and will also help me. Like I said previously, it's mainly for us to share information, what you use, what I can do better, what you can do better, and just enjoy the sport that we all do enjoy. So a quick recap from the very first episode. My very first thing I do after a match or before a match when it comes to prep work, specifically heading to bras, I use a universal decapping die. So sorry, my turret's already been moved here. Reading universal decapping die. I did also tell you guys I use the Omega reloading press. There's a bunch of good presses out there. I was mainly on the Reading Big Boss 2 press. Awesome. We were busy designing this, manufacturing. This is actually still, I think, the very first, or at least the second one, prototype. Still using it, very happy with it. When I started doing competitive shooting, it was just a massive advantage for me to move to a turret press. Like you see here, I've got my universal decapping die. After I've decapped my bras, the next station will obviously, let me just get it correct here. Sorry, there's a bunch of calibers on here. I move to my my sizing die. As you guys can see, this turret really, like there, it locates extremely well and accurate, and then you just torque it down. So after I've decapped my bras, I move on to cleaning it in a wet tumbler. The Omega reloading press, designed, manufactured in South Africa, available on our store. We've got them in stock. The tumbler of my choosing is the wet tumbler from SA Tumbler. Again, South African company, locally designed, locally manufactured. I'm not going to run the machine in an episode the same with the annealing and everything. That's obviously going to be time consuming. So I'll tell you guys what steps I follow. And again, if you feel there's something I can do differently, let me know. If you feel there's something I'm doing wrong, please let me know. If you've got questions, let's help each other. Like I said, this is mainly what the series is all about. So I put it in the SA Tumbler, wet tumbler with stainless steel media, and I use Felt's Case Blend. Now, they probably know it, a new company, but relatively new. Felt, they do gun cleaning products, case cleaning products, a lot of stuff. They've really put in a massive effort. The guys over at Felt South Africa, they've sent out a bunch of products. They've asked top shooters to test it, and guys, I can really recommend them. Everything I've used it from gun cleaning, I've used it with the bras. It works superbly. I'll see if the camera can pick it up for you guys there. But yes, Felt SA Case Blend works like a bomb. So I throw it in here with my bras, leave it for an hour to an hour and a half, switch it off. Then obviously I separate my bras with the stainless steel media. I rinse all the bras with clean tap water, and my method of drying is just leaving it out in the sun. Yes, I have put it in the oven before at a very low temperature, but it's difficult. If you are pushed for time, pressed for time, you're reloading the day before a match, it is difficult. There's a lot of other options out there. You can use a food dryer. There's specific equipment that is sold exactly for this brass drying. That's just unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but that is the method that I am currently following. So after it's cleaned, after it's dry, I throw it into the annealer. So as mentioned before, I am still using a flame annealer. It's been working for me for a number of years now, and I'm very happy. I get the consistency I need. Like a lot of other processes I follow, I feel I'm not an as advanced shooter to really see a difference. But as you go along, you'll see something here works, that doesn't work, all of that. I am getting an induction annealer in. We'll probably use it not for next weekend's hunter match. Time's a little bit short. I am shooting the 17th of November, the Natal Gong series. First long range, well, not first long range match, but first time at the Natal Gong series. First match with a long range rig. You guys would have seen on Facebook and a few other things, I did build up a Howa 300 PRC 26-inch bull barrel. Looking really forward to shooting that. But again, yeah, time, it's hunter or champs this weekend, hunter next weekend, and 2 weeks after that the Natal Gong series is coming up. So a lot of reloading. That's why I'm doing this series. I'm going to be spend a lot of time here. So hopefully we can all learn from it and help each other. So I am going to get that induction annealer in, locally manufactured, locally built. Very first time I'll be using, I've used induction annealers, tested them, all of that, but that one will be coming specifically to the store. And we can maybe do an unboxing, a review, a test everything of that together. So let me know if you guys would be interested. But when it comes to a flame annealer, I do still think it works. It really does work, and it all depends on what your purpose is, what type of shooter you are. You are a hunter that only goes out once, twice, maybe 3 times a year, then I would say straight off the bat, something like an Omega is a luxury. I have used a Lyman dry tumbler, worked perfectly. When I gave this a go again, most of the products sold in our store, I try and test them first, see if I'm happy with them, quality-wise, results-wise, and only after that, it's a bit difficult trying to test every single thing, but I try and do it with most. And the first run I had with the SA tumbler, it was superb. Works, after sales service, the guys are really awesome. And I've had no issues with any of these units that I have used or sold. So again, the same with the flame annealer, locally manufactured, locally designed. The guys over in Cape Town, awesome product, awesome service, and it works. So again, guys, all the equipment I personally feel that you use, maybe before purchasing it, or chat to somebody and see what your purpose is for it. Are you going to be somebody that's going to shoot competitively, going to shoot a lot? Then when it comes to, I would say, to a press, a turret press, yes, it is expensive, but you'll basically buy it once and never again. It will speed up your reloading process a lot. Really, it will. When it comes to tumbling, I don't really have a preference there. I feel if dry tumbling works for you, stick with it. Wet tumbling, stick to it. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. Annealing, excuse me, flame annealing, I feel is more than adequate enough. Induction annealing, yes, it is a better process to use, but remember, induction annealers are very expensive, and I'm not saying like double the price of a flame annealer 4, 5, 6 times. They are expensive, and it won't necessarily speed up the process. In fact, I've annealed a whole batch of brass quicker with a flame annealer than I've done it with an induction annealer. But when you are using a flame annealer, it does take a little bit more of attention to detail, setting it up, making sure your brass anneals consistent straight through the batch, because consistent annealing is very important as well. So getting back to it, tumbling, annealing. After annealing, I head on to my die, my sizing die. So I did start off my reloading process with only neck sizing. Obviously did a lot of research, spoken to a lot of guys, and I moved over to full length sizing. I do feel it's a more accurate process. Competitive shooting and hunting. As mentioned before, I haven't done it a lot this year, but I'm a professional hunter. I do take clients out. When you're in the bushveld, a lot of dust, everything gets into your rifle, into the chamber and everything. If you only neck size and your brass has expanded so much in to basically to your chamber, if dust gets in there, you'll struggle to close your bolt. You can get a lot of pressure problems, that sort of thing. So full length sizing, I bump it 2000s back, and it's worked for me perfectly. So what I will do is maybe in an episode, I will be sizing a bit later. We'll do a separate episode and see if I can maybe show you guys how accurate the Omega press actually resizes your brass. So process onto sizing. After that, I chamfer, deburr, prime, powder, and obviously the Freedom Seeds go in after that. I've also moved over to the RCBS Matchmaster. So this will physically be my first reloading session with that. I've been using I did start off with the Lyman Gen 5, awesome unit. I know they discontinued it. The Lyman Gen 6, awesome unit again. I moved from the Gen 5 over to the RCBS Chargemaster Lite. My personal opinion, I think the RCBS Chargemaster Lite is probably the best value for money auto dispenser out there, without a doubt. They've sold hundreds of thousands of them all over the world. They are consistent, they're reliable, after sales service is immense, and I really do feel they work perfectly. I had to choose between, the main thing for me moving to the Matchmaster was I needed to start reloading a bit faster, and I could have either go with another RCBS or another 2-3 RCBS Chargemaster Lites, but I'm not 100% comfortable with the fact that 2, 3 or 4 scales will calibrate exactly 100% the same, will load exactly the same. Then it was between the A&D FX scales with the Auto Trickler, the now new V4, or the Matchmaster. Now this is my opinion, and again my personal opinion. I went with the Matchmaster. The research I've done, everything that I've looked at, accurate wise it comes very, very close to the A&D scale. Speed wise, the A&D with the Auto Trickler is still faster. But for me, and I get a lot of clients that ask me this, they might want to go with the A&D scale because it's extremely accurate. Yes, it is, and it's an awesome product. But can you shoot that good? And for me, that's why I changed towards the RCBS Matchmaster. It's smaller, it's more compact, easy to set up, a little bit cheaper, not a lot cheaper than your A&D scale and your Auto Trickler. But the local support might be, and I'm saying this might be because I've had a little bit of experience with the A&D scales, not as much as I've had with the RCBS scales, but the local support and backup when it comes to this for me has been way better than it has been with A&D scales and Auto Tricklers. Sometimes parts, all of that's been a bit tricky, but again, that's a personal preference. I've got clients that run the A&D scales with Auto Tricklers, like I said, awesome, accurate, fast. RCBS Matchmaster, I've got clients, awesome, accurate, fast. So again, it's your personal preference that you need to go and make a decision. So I'll do a video on the Matchmaster as well, maybe tell you guys how it's different from the Lite for me, how much quicker, is it worth it going for a scale like that? And then yes, you guys can give me your comments. So in the next video, I'll maybe do a quick run on the full length sizing of the brass, show you guys, if hopefully I get time, but I'll try and do it. If I don't do it this week, we'll maybe do it next week for the Hunter. Show you guys how accurate it actually does your shoulder bumps. I'll also do a video on the Matchmaster, so it will be a complete video just on that, complete video just on the Matchmaster, to show you guys how it works, how fast it is, my experience, and maybe we'll do a follow-up video after it's really been dialed in and set up. And then I'll do a video for you guys before this weekend, and I'll drop it. I'll see if I can do it. I'll do the video today, maybe drop it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday the 28th of October. Run through my rig. Now, that's the Phantom X chassis. That is like the press, the prototype. We have changed it a lot, changed the buttstock, taken it off, got a new one, put it on. We've done a lot of changes. So if you put that Phantom X next to any other Phantom X out there, there's still some differences. But I'm still running the prototype. I'm enjoying it a lot. And that entire rig right there has been my go-to rig the entire season. Whether it was, I haven't shot, I did 2 NRL Hunter matches. The championship match with this, and the very first one actually with my 3006. Yes guys, you can do it, no problem at all. But when it comes to race gun, from the 12 normal season matches of NRL, I've done 11 of them. 2 of them I did with the Gen 2. After that I went over to the X, and can't say it made a massive difference, but it made a difference, believe me. And that has been my go-to rig. So I'll take a run through, tell you guys barreled action, scope, everything I run. Yeah, we'll have a quick run through, and I'll tell you guys that's what I do. Obviously, in a week or 2 weeks before a match, I've only recently started doing it, never before. I do a lot of dry fire on targets like that. Obviously, I don't do it there. It's just put up there for the videos because there is a whiteboard behind it with a lot of business stuff that you guys don't want to see or need to see. I do a lot of dry firing if I can. Now, it's been very difficult, especially if the store gets busy, especially with a week like this, heading into champs, month-end week. you get busy with work, you've got a family, you've got a lot of other stuff to do. So in between, I do try and do some dry firing. You'll see I've got the DSD Precision DFAT system on there. Also recently got that, very happy with it. It's really helped me a lot. So dry fire is part of my match prep. Usually at least a week or 2 weeks before that. I know I need to do it a lot more. I need to do some live firing, that's also important. But like I said, this series is there not only to help you guys, but also help me build. Let's build together, let's grow together, let's grow the shooting community. Let's make this fun and what it is supposed to be. So thanks for joining me today, guys. I'll like I said, there will be a few other videos dropping. Let me know in the comments if you guys I want to do it, and I think I am going to do it. If you would like for me to take you along to the NRL Championship match this weekend, we can maybe start it off the morning on the road. I'll quickly do a quick video once we're there at the 0 range. During the match, I'll see if I can do a few videos. I am squatting with Squad 4, the Riot Squad. Shout out to all of you guys out there. The best squad, the best bunch of guys in the sport shooting community by far. And yeah, maybe have a chat with a few of them, show you guys what a prize giving is like. Just a few small short videos, clips, all of that. So let me know. I'll also do the same with the NRL Hunter next weekend. It's actually working out quite well with the NRL Championship match coming up this weekend, taking you guys along. Then maybe taking you guys along to the NRL Hunter match and show you guys what I do differently prepping for that. A few small tweaks here and there. And then obviously for the long range match, as I'm still green with that. I've done about 2 long range matches down in Cape Town, but this is something completely new. And again, something new to me, learning every day, and I would like for you guys to do it with me. Give me advice, tell me what I can do differently. If you've got questions, ask questions. And yes, let's make it an awesome series. Let's grow this channel, guys. I would appreciate it a lot if you can like the video, share the video, subscribe, and let's grow the channel and shoot better. Appreciate it, and see you guys soon.